Cek cek cek. Cek cek cek. Cek 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 cek. Kan masuk belum nih? Cek cek cek. Nah, masuk. Oke, mantap. Halo guys. Halo. Selamat datang kembali di Marksein game ya. Kali ini kita memainkan ya. Mainin Genshin sambil ngobrol-ngobrol ya kali ya, biar asik. Dan ya, keluar apa namanya? Nilou ya akhirnya. Apa yang bisa didapatkan dari Nilou? Asik, apa yang bisa didapatkan? Kayak gue bisa mendapatkan sesuatu aja. Oke, apa kali yang asik ya? Dapetin ya. Oh iya. 7, 25, 20. Gue coba iseng gacha aja kali gue ya. Ya, semoga hari kalian menyenangkan ya. Di hari sepi begini. Gak sepi sih. Apa yang bisa gue dapatkan? Albedo. Wah, senjatanya unik-unik sih. Ya. Waduh, dapat panah. Bonus warbo. Kalau gue sudah dapet karakter kek. Oke.
Good deeds and bad.
Ada karakter gitu kah yang bisa dikasih? Sedih banget, gila. Gak ada karakter yang bisa dikasih.
The end. All will be
Benar-benar gak dikasih apapun. Karakter kek apa kek yang gratis. Ada cuy, gila. Ada bro, gila. Nggak ada dikasih karakter gratisan sama sekali main game. Masih berapa nih? 22. Tapi gue tidak mau spend all out. Spend isi spendnya.
placed upon the scales.
Nah, dan ini kebetulan ini di akun kedua kali ini ya. Akun kedua. Ini di akun kedua nih ya, masih itu. Sekecil gue mau ganti akun ini dulu kali ya, Pak. Akun pertama, habis itu kita mainin itunya, Pak, ceritanya. Wait, harus kita main ceritanya. Oke, sudah balik lagi. Nggak perlu lama-lama. Oke. Gue belum bikin itu apa namanya. Ini mungkin sini deh, baru bikin. Sedikit malaman kali. Nilou. Karakter namanya Nilou. Atau deh apa mungkin gue kaca Nilou kah? Entah lah. Tapi gue tidak melihat untuk sekarang potensi dari Nilou sih. Sekarang gue masih belum melihat potensi dari Nilou karena mungkin Nilou itu masih karakter yang tidak bisa stand alone ya. Setelah gue pribadi bukan karakter yang bisa stand alone. Kos lotos somo motion. Udah buka deh areanya. Oh, udah deh. Kuas-kuas aja belum. Ntar deh. Oke. Apa ya? Macam ini. Yakuiniki. Ya, Nilou. Almido. Oke, kita coba dulu Nilou. Kepo. Oke, itu baca-baca dulu sebentar. Ini diingkasnya itu KF cut misut taman HP ya. Berarti kalau dari sini dari sini emang Nilou statsnya itu emang lebih disaranin dari HP. Sebenarnya cheap sebenarnya sih. Sama parser. Gua ngerti. Aku bahas ngurusnya.
Just like we rehearsed. This dance is for you. Dance with the waves. All my strength.
Oke, seperti ping gua sedikit turun. Gue tidak mengerti statnya seperti apa. Masih ingat, gue masih mengerti.
All eyes on me. Here. That hurt. Don't touch me. Dance with the waves. With all my strength.
Oh, gitu caranya. Kontrol
positions. Fight this off the side. With all my strength. All eyes on me. We can do it.
Itu mengerti. Ngelag. Buat yang ngelag kah atau ini emang ngelag ya? Oke.
Here. Fight this off the side. This dance is for you. I'll protect us. Hi! Forever! With all my strength. All eyes on me.
Baik, astaga. Oke. Oke. Kalau dilihat dari Nilou ini ya apa? Karakter standalone dia nggak bisa deh. Nggak bisa. Nah, ini bukan karakter nanti, tapi kalau untuk standalone di field nggak bisa.
Moment of birth.
Hey, yeah! Boba, get them!
Coming to be.
Albedo. Bukan tipe karakter yang bisa stand alone ini. Tosomo. Sprite. Tosomo. Mainkan. Bazaar. Lotosomo. Enggak wow banget sih. Apa namanya? Si Nilou enggak wow banget. Masih kalah sama Tartaglia atau enggak itu apa? Masih kalah sama Tartaglia sama apa tuh Ayato. jika dibandingkan dengan Nilou. Masih kalah untuk bisa jadi main DPS sih, masih rada kalah. Main DPS masih rada kalah sama ini apa namanya? Itu bisa stand alone. Itu mungkin sedikit agak kecil. Kurang bisa stand alone gitu. Bodoh nyangkut.
Nilou, it's nice to see you again. Oh, hey there, Traveler in Paimon. Are you here for some shopping too? That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sabzerus festival turned out to be a grand success. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time. It's something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important performance, we'll get together and unwind. Rehearsals are exhausting. If you keep your nose to the grindstone, you're going to wipe yourself out sooner or later. Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review.
Fraction.
But no one remembers that once the celebration starts. It's not like he can't also have some fun himself.
Halo, thank you sudah mampir.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures.
Thank you.
Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food
Bagi
and
kalian
drinks?
yang baru pertama kali mampir,
Of course.
jangan lupa
We always
subscribe
do
ya.
lots of eating,
Dan juga
toasting,
terima
and
kasih sudah
gift
mampir di
exchanging.
Marksein Gaming ya. Nanti
We
live
try
stream
really
Gaming Back
hard
ya.
to show our
Thank you sudah
appreciation
mampir.
for
Thank
everyone.
you.
So we'll need to bring a present. No way! Treat others how you want to be treated, right? Paimon already has a great gift in mind. But maybe you could lend Paimon some more of hers?
Oh, halo Bertus. Halo.
It's
Bertus,
fine.
halo.
No need to stress, Paimon. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining. You two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time to introduce... Is something up? Yeah,
Blizzard.
but for now, it's more important for her to rest and recover. I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. The people there wouldn't listen to a single word I
Wait, no,
said.
jadi seperti ini ya.
All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her
Mungkin
spirits
biar
up.
dari situnya.
She'll be better soon. And then we can celebrate. It's all thanks to you and Nilou that we managed to save Dunyarzad. You're way too
Dunyarzad.
modest. Just now,
Gimana,
I actually
Bertus?
felt
Ah,
really
kali
self-conscious
ini
when
gacha untuk
Paimon
Nilou
talked
kah?
about us in the sick
Anda mungkin
compared to
nyimpen
you.
untuk
I
Nahida.
really didn't do much at
Habis
all.
Ini apa? Habis
Anyway,
patch 3.1
all that
selesai.
aside, Paimon thinks it'll be a great time. What do you think, Traveler? All right, then let's head to the theater. Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff. Whoa, did you buy all of this, Nilou? Just one box. The rest were given to me. I really don't know how it came to this much. That's way too many freebies. Many vendors give out samples for free, but Paimon's never seen this much. All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold everything anymore. This seems to happen every time. I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back before continuing on with my shopping, but I don't think I'll have the time. So this isn't even
12
all of
kapri
it?
mo, saya tahan. Tapi bingung.
Are
Bingung
you
kenapa?
sure?
Bingung mau gacha atau tidak?
Of course! Carrying stuff is a piece... I'm
Ingat sih,
so
ingat sih,
sorry to
jangan,
trouble
apa?
you like this. I meant to
Tapi
invite you to our
animasi burst Nilou
celebration,
bagus, uy.
but
Ya.
now you're helping me.
Ya, benar.
Well, let's hurry up and grab the
Animasi
last few
burstnya
things.
Nilou bagus. Tapi kalau gue secara pribadi ini aja dulu apa namanya? Kalau gue pribadi gue hold dulu. Mungkin nanti kalau misalnya ada Nilou rerun bannernya, gua akan gacha Nilou di banner Nilou berikutnya. Tapi untuk kali ini tidak dulu, karena ya apa namanya, chance apa? Ya bukan chance ya, apa namanya? Chance gue dapat
Oh,
100%.
well, if it isn't Nilou.
Pengen fokus ke Nahida.
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do. I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Bisa di ide-idein sih.
Please allow me to introduce them.
Sedikit bla-bla-bli.
This is the Traveler,
Bisa sih.
a very experienced adventurer. And this is Paimon, his super reliable guide and helper. No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right.
Bang, kalau menurut lo mending gue gacha
introduced
Nahida
Paimon
apa
correctly.
Raiden ya? Sama belum punya. Oke. Itu jujur
Don't underestimate Nilou.
Nahida atau
She
Raiden.
always
Itu
remembers
jujur
every
gue
last
juga
little
nemu
detail
banyak
about
pertanyaan seperti
everyone.
itu.
Even if it sounds
Dan
completely
gua
true, she's
juga
also
kalau
very
gua,
brave.
bilangnya
Just a little
itu,
while ago, she...
Don't think anything of it.
kebutuhannya itu
I just help
di
out
apa
when I
dulu
can
kebutuhannya?
because everyone else takes such good care of me.
Maksudnya itu
sorry to
maksudnya
get off
kebutuhannya dia apa dulu?
topic. We're in a
Maksudnya
bit of a
itu,
hurry. Mr. Jute, did
kalau
you
dalam
say you
kasus
didn't preserve
ini
enough
di mana
food?
kita butuh
I was joking.
karakter dengan
Anyone who runs a
mengisi
business
energy
knows to
recharge
keep some
yang
extra stock.
tingkatan bisa
After all,
mendapatkan energinya
orders get changed
lebih
all the
besar
time.
dibandingkan
Oh, that
karakter
reminds me.
apapun, mau itu
It seems
karakter
that these friends of yours aren't from here.
apa
What a
yang
fantastic
mengisi energy
idea!
recharge itu kan
Mr. Jute, did you bake a batch recently? Tachine is a
kalau
mixture of
masalah
rice and meat
itu,
that's baked into a cake-like
siang
shape.
kalau yang
Mr.
misalnya
Jute
pakai
adds
siang
special spices into his.
Mona,
Its aroma
kalau
is
pakai
just so
apa,
wonderfully
pakai
delicious.
energy recharge.
If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's
Shinchu.
place, you know
Shinchu,
he's
iya,
baking up a storm.
Tapi kalau misalnya
But is it really just for the kids?
tapi kalau misalnya itu karakter
I just can't help
energy recharge
myself.
dan sub
We're two
DPS,
peas in a pod.
ambil
Who
Raiden,
doesn't enjoy some good food?
ambil Raiden.
Wait here. I'll bring some
Tapi
over.
balik lagi sih, kebutuhannya apa dulu? Kalau misalnya kebutuhan dengan sub DPS ya, sub DPS terbaik
What a
sih.
dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough! No matter how many times I eat it, it's
Intinya
still
saya
so
belum punya
delicious.
Dendros Samsek sih. Sekarang pakai tim
I wouldn't have
Cryo
offered
sama
it as a
Anemo
treat if I
doang.
wasn't confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for
Ya,
you to
terus nggak
take
punya
back to
itu
the
apa
theater.
karakter
You
Hydro
made so
bintang
much.
5 gitu?
Is it?
It was nothing. Making one serve, don't
Ada
worry about
karakter
it.
bintang Hydro
What
bintang
kind of
5 gitu
person would I-
atau misalnya Hydro
Make
apa
sure you
gitu?
got everything.
Karakter Hydro yang
Feel free to come back
apa
anytime.
namanya? DPS-nya bagus. Tapi karakter Hydro
Paimon starting to
namanya?
understand how you got so many things.
sedikit itu ya, sedikit agak repot.
Yeah. Everyone has their own way with words, and it's really hard.
Cryo S. Lalu Cryo emang Cryo apa itu? Cryo Ayaka kah mungkin maksudnya itu? Tim Cryo Ayaka. Gue lupa deh. BSS punya apa sih? Gue lupa inget. Check information. Oh iya udah punya. Terus sudah punya Xiao ya, lupa. Terus punya Xiao sama apa lagi? Gue lupa deh. Lupa inget gue. Lupa inget. Apa ya?
Let's go to the
Anemo
next door.
digabungin dengan Dendro juga nggak ada yang cocok. Malah apa? Nggak ada sinerginya. Ntar ini kok aku masih bikin buang ya? Borong mah. Ini trap. Gua scroll. Aduh, apa ya? Aku bingung dia gue nyariin kayak gimana. Statsnya itu
Need to end a few enemies?
Juga dulu begini kayak gimana gue lupa. Tim Rainbow. Mungkin gue dulu tim kayak gimana gue lupa deh. Tartaglia Man pakai. Ganyu dipakai kah? Iya. Raiden Shogun dipakai Hajar. Yang ini kah? Dulu belum ada B5. Gue jarang gacha terus bau. Ya, semangat udah. Tapi untuk sekarang apa ya? Gue juga mau bilang juga berani gue. Misal kayak gitu ya. Waduh, gue nyaranin rada takut sih. Tapi kalau menurut gue sih, masalah kondisi kayak gitu, ambil Raiden Shogun satunya. Kalau gitu ambil Raiden Shogun dulu. Karena kalau misalnya fokus banyakkan karakter Cryo dan Anemo kayak tadi Anemonya menggunakan si Xiao. Masa kayak gitu mau nggak mau ambil Raiden Shogun aja dulu berarti. Ambil Raiden Shogun aja dulu. Nahida nanti di
Nilou, good time. If you took any longer, the sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
Itu saran aja sih.
You and your jokes.
Gua bilang
Jude said that some sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Ambil Raiden Shogun.
Oh,
Trying to pull anything out of a sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug of war. So they really do eat anything, huh?
Tapi kalau itu gue pernah nyoba combo Raiden Shogun dengan Xiao.
Now, you know, sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing on things. The textiles you ordered are highly durable, woven from the finest thread. So even if a sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to jump on it for a full day.
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well, that one time was an accident. I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True, it does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, traveler?
The best.
No thanks, Mr. Offshoot. You can't use that kind of tactic on her. Look, you've already sucked her in.
Tapi mungkin agak kewalahannya itu.
So you mean everything he just said to Paimon was a lie?
Itu kalau misalnya mainnya itu di.
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offshoot is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you don't actually need. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the sumpter beasts. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started with such a boom. Our Nilou here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back then, after a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now. Nilou, why don't you take them?
Tapi gue baca-baca dari forum-forum
No,
di Instagram.
I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, alright? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me more to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Ngomong-ngomong cerita Raden
Nah,
Shogun,
these goods
gue
are
juga
hard
ini apa
movers.
namanya?
Besides, if I
Raden
let you
Shogun
pay,
masih-
wouldn't it mean that
masih
I'm
lepas
just
staff.
using stories to sell my
Gue
goods
butuh,
again?
gue butuh ini
Just
apa? Gue
take
butuh
them.
crit
If you
damage
really feel that
extra.
bad about it, give me some
Crit damage
theater
gue masih
tickets
kecil
later.
banget.
Oh, yeah,
Masih
you
mending
should
kan?
also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of materials, right?
Wow, even we get a share of this?
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
Oh ya, ngomongin Raden Shogun.
There's still one more store.
Weaponnya Raden Shogun apa? The
Are
Patch.
you alright holding on to that
Gue
much stuff?
naikin ke B5.
Paimon, why don't you lend a hand? He must be tired.
Gue juga semancing
About
aja.
time, Nilou.
Bentar deh, anjing.
Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before. Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the
Celebration
more
too.
folks, the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
It's beautiful. Did you make it?
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
Setelah Nahida di 3.3.
That is pretty surprising.
Hey,
Dari
why can't
bocoran
I have a little
jika ada
side
di
hobby?
mana-mana,
I worked
3.3
really hard on
itu
that.
adalah
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you.
Skaramus, yang
Oh,
dimana
right.
dia
Why don't you also
elemennya
try
itu
some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
anemo di 3.3. Di 3.4
It fits
adalah
perfectly.
Dehya. Dan Dehya itu adalah karakter yang mungkin bisa gue bilang juga jadi inceran juga yang bisa
Unfortunately,
didapatkan.
we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating guest.
Aduh,
Fascinating.
Skaramus juga.
Huh.
Gue juga
That
mau
sounds kind of
masalah
weird, but
Skaramus.
Paimon will let it slide.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some.
Nggak tahu sih.
I'm a
Skaramus
porter by
gua
trade,
belum tahu
so
lihat
this is
potensi
what I'm
seperti apa.
best at.
Karena
That'd be
gue juga
great.
gitu
Please
sih
and thank
karakternya.
you. But we have a pro. Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what, otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair.
You're so obvious.
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad side either. Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip. Even my strength has its limits.
3.4
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little
80
extra.
hari setelah
Although I may not appear super strong at first glance, I actually do a lot of strength training on the
hari
regular.
pertama 3.3
Strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
berarti
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. The traveler's right.
Di minggu
Paimon shouldn't
pertama.
freeload.
minggu pertama November ya? Di November
Paimon can't fly anymore.
itu pasti keluar
Are you okay,
ya,
Paimon?
tambah
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
itu habis tambah 2 minggu Februari pertengahan berarti Februari pertengahan berarti
Sure was
pas
a lot of
masuk
stuff. Oh, looking forward to the event
Valentine.
later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Berarti di Valentine berarti untuk dapetin dia
Thank you, Sumter Man.
di dekat-dekat Valentine.
Paimon's definitely going to eat it all back later.
Setelah tanggal 14
All right,
Februari Valentine.
I'll leave you all to it.
Apa? Dehya bakal keluar. depan,
ya.
lebih tepatnya.
Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer. Of course, because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out. It's easy to
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first, like I always owed someone something. I was always thinking of ways to repay others. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. By taking the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them. When you order the wrong item or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore.
Oh yo, dia fate. Ya.
So really, don't worry about
Dia
it.
fate karena
Alright, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep.
Soalnya fate-nya itu
Feel free to
Sasa
hang out here
didapatinnya
for a
pas
bit.
pas bareng sama
It'd be
si
nice
Ino
if you
sih.
could also get to know some other people at the
Pas masuk
theater.
part kedua,
Nope.
gua apa namanya?
Mr. Zubair's
mungkin,
really on top of everything.
Mereka
You two
nge-planningnya
are our
itu
guests.
mungkin
So please, just relax and look forward to the
dengan memberikan
celebration.
memberikan fate.
Wow,
Kita bisa
the
dapat
atmosphere
kita bisa
here
gacha
is
Nilou.
so nice.
Kita
Let's take
bisa
a break
mungkin
and immerse ourselves in this warmth.
Gacha Nilou. Dimana berharap
there.
presentasi penjualan dari banner Nilou naik.
A newcomer. Doesn't
Ya
look
karena
too bright.
Mentang-mentang dapat fate.
Hey,
You,
Tapi
on
nggak
the
juga
other
sih.
hand,
Mungkin malah justru
you're a special
fate-nya itu
one.
mungkin akan ditahan
How would
untuk
you
dapetin naik.
describe the concept of art? Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not. So that's what you think, Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional. Is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing resource?
10
I,
free.
for one,
Mending
believe it to be the
apa buat
latter.
gacha ya? Simpan aja.
Mine doesn't follow.
I've
Simpan
been
aja dulu
staying
untuk
here
depan
for a
kedepannya.
long time. I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoiled the existence of the theater, of Nilou,
Dan mentang-mentang
and of humanity
dapat,
itself.
Dapat 10
All of
fate
these
free,
can be considered as forms of...
fate
That have anything
free.
to do with
Free,
us?
gila kayak bahasa orang
Let me
orang
ask
Sunda
you
kalau ngomong
this.
free jadi
What
free.
do you think is the... I
Apa
suppose
namanya?
that question was a
Simpan
little
aja
too
di sini.
difficult for you. To
Karena
chance
biasanya
upon
ya,
a spark of inspiration.
pengalaman pribadi.
I've been closely observing you,
Pengalaman pribadi.
the players on the stage,
Yang
and
mudah-mudahan kita
those
dapat yang
watching
free.
in the audience.
Kita pakai sesuatu, kita malah
Art
pakai sesuatu.
is
kita
already
apa?
all around us.
Mentang-mentang kita dapat sesuatu yang free dan langsung kita pakai, biasanya ujung-ujungnya itu apes. Jadi karena pengalaman pribadi itu, gue pilih tidak, gue pilih nahan.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please. Ah, I see. Sorry for
Kalau
my
pengalaman pribadi itu,
overreaction.
maka gue pilih tidak. Gue pilih untuk
I'm just
dimanfaatkan
making a prop.
ke depan aja.
No time for chit-chat.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes, but not really. It's a prop. It's just,
Kalau kita
some
login terus,
fabric.
berarti
An ordinary
hari
piece of
Kamis itu hari
fabric that we
terakhir.
use in a show.
5 gratis.
Sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an oddball. Is oh well, it's none of
Login 10 hari, login 7 hari yang dari sekarang sampai
Hey there! I saw you two helping Nilou move some stuff. Are you two also here for the celebration event?
You got it!
My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out the little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Soreen and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you.
Abi.
They always get really excited every time we hold celebration event. Yes, they are. Everyone here takes great care of them. There's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilou and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids. I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
Apakah di Bertus video gue juga ngelek-ngelek kah?
It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both adventurers, but he passed away from an accident. Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was talking about.
Rada ya, berarti internet gue yang
Nilou's
rada.
back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start.
Gue udah males kalau internet gue nggak bener. Kenapa ngelek-ngelek?
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done.
Males banget kalau gitu.
I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand.
Thank you.
Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job, and who would even like it?
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise. And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity. Everyone will...
I'm still...
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance. There aren't any scary people here, right?
Right.
Huh. All right. Maybe this will help. Everyone, over here! Inaya has something great to tell you all.
Wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet.
Take it easy and relax. If you don't say anything.
Using it as a gift, though?
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present. Yeah, it feels like she still doesn't really see herself as part of this community. But it looks like Nilou's trying...
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off.
Lagi war. Lagi ngelawan musuh ya. Butuh apa? Transisi yang cepet-cepet gitu. Transisinya itu baru mungkin kelihatan ngelek-ngeleknya.
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become. You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
You've got this.
Aduh. Tadi dia udah ngelek kalau udah pengen ngomong.
Is Mr. Zubair here?
Mesin yang agak berat mungkin buat ngelek-ngelek.
Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the academia. This celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
Gangguan.
What a condescending guy. What's his deal?
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish it. As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days, after which you will report to the academia for further punishment.
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked, and now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
Demolition? Why do they want to demolish this place?
The academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances, by only putting on shows they consider to be But our audience isn't the academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore. Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods. Yeah, the theater is very important to each and every one of us.
The way they're doing things is so scummy.
But I also don't know how we can stop them.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
What academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the academia's name to threaten us. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not waste more time on pointless arguments. Wrap everything up, and make preparations to shut down at once.
Menyebalkan.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do. That's it for today, everyone. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow.
Kalau misalnya game ini bisa gue tebas, ini orangnya gampang gue tebas aja sekarang.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like this.
There's no need to apologize, Nilou. No one could have seen this coming. Paimon just wishes she could have at least gotten to the food. Is what that guy said true? The academia has already given you
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as being knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater. After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them. I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen to the academia, right? Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight. That's true.
I'll try to think of something. We can't just let everyone suffer in a perpetual What to do?
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your shows somewhere else? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out. That also doesn't sound like it'll work.
A debate? Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case?
Oh, if we can prove to Inaya's father that the academia's position doesn't hold water, then they won't have a reason to demolish the theater.
I see. Defeating him in a debate. It's a good idea, but which one of us could hope to...
Paimon.
Huh? Me? No. I'm the literal worst at arguments. I can't debate.
Nilou, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Thanks, you two.
Oh ya, kucing gue.
Alright, I've decided. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very best for everyone's sake.
That's our Nilou. We're rooting for you.
Nanti aja lah.
Okay, let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
Hah? Yang mau goreng nanti di mana? Oh, gelap. Gitu. Kemana? Udah.
Trying to best the academia in a debate is attempting the impossible. If you really want to try, I won't stop you. It's not like our situation can get any worse.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilou's approach will come off as naive, but that kind of frankness is exactly what they lack the most. Things might turn out differently from what you expect.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No playwright will turn down a compelling underdog story.
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate to reality. I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilou. If you need my help, just say the word. Anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the academia that we have some fight in us. Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less nervous with your support.
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real hard guy to deal with. He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. It'll be extremely difficult to beat him in a debate. You all already knew that. But you just didn't want to hurt Nilou's feelings. But when all's said and done, aren't you hurting her just the same?
That's enough, Inaya!
Sorry, I've ruined the mood. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilou shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an impossible goal.
Yeah, it's way too early to give up.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response. But I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go. And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be heard. Say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets. I mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
I understand what you're trying to say. I also have my own intense feelings of anger and regret.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, and truth be told, I'm still not really confident in myself. But since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather everyone's thoughts and let them be known to all during the debate. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father. But what about the entire theater combined? Then we should have a chance, right?
Right.
That's right, Miss Nilou!
Beat the bad guy! Justice will prevail!
Make him eat dirt! You two. We aren't getting into a fight. But thank you for your encouraging words.
Okay.
Well said back there, Nilou.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much. Anyway, we better start preparing now. First, let's see what everyone thinks about the situation.
Alright, time to pull everyone's thoughts.
When the day comes, I'll get my friends and the theater's customers to come and support Nilou. If anything goes wrong, I'll have them scream and shout and drown out whatever Sharif says. I can't do that?
Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together a list of arguments.
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong and they know it. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by every procedure and obtained every permit. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't expect them to disregard the rules altogether. Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater is one of us. If I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty as a manager. In summary, as long as you double down on that point and force them to...
Alright, got it.
I've seen many situations like this before. The academia sure likes to get its nose into everyone's business. While you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare the theater for the potential aftermath. Once you're done chatting, do me a favor and tell our customers that we're canceling all of our shows.
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. I have to consider both our staff and our customers. Nilou, you, with your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us. And yet you were still the first to take a stand.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place. I also want to keep dancing with
You're becoming more and more like her. Do your best. We'll do all that we can and leave the rest.
My teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now. If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
I've gained a whole new level of respect for you. Inaya was right. It's true. It wasn't out of pity, or after all. Nilou might be a terrible She knows better than...
I didn't expect you all to challenge the academia. That reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing and no one, and I can't do things like that anymore, but those were some of the...
Sorry.
It's all right. Have faith in the resilience of an adventure.
But won't you have regrets if...
So relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful. Look at us now. He was thrilled because we wouldn't be here.
Are you trying to make us...
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater, the most important thing, I can choose to believe that similarly, even if this theater disappears, and good and bad are all human-made concepts. It all depends on how you have a... Nilou, you don't have to be so nervous. We're all...
Thank you, Miss...
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery.
You're... All right, I gotta cheer...
Good. My children and I will be cheering you on at the debate.
Aduh, ngelag. Ada malu gue untuk stream kalau ngelag kayak gitu. Ada malu. Kambing.
When the day comes, I'll get... If anything goes wrong... I can't...
No one is allowed...
Watch out, Mr. Beck!
This just came out of nowhere.
Beats me. Everyone...
Paimon doesn't really...
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think...
Oh,
Although, I know not if you have a new answer to my... What do you think is the meaning?
We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the... I don't know how to explain it. But all I know is that... Does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilou.
No. Nilou's answer the meaning of art comes not from its creators, but from its audience. In other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and value upon the minds of its audience. This is something that the academia can never understand. I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom and knowledge. However, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood. I began to question what it truly meant for art to be understood at all. I found that I could comprehend even the most complex and sophisticated of works, and yet somehow that provided me with little solace. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched one of Nilou's performances.
It was that life-changing?
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon the stage basked in the love of their audience, while those in the house immersed themselves in the wondrous ambiance. In all honesty, from a purely critical point of view, the performances here are exceedingly average.
Hey, don't say something like that.
But what bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, they captivated their whole audience. They captivated even me. I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was never what I truly wanted. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater. For this is where I can finally find what I seek. Art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by others to confer value. If art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
When you put it that way... Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders to change our shows for a similar reason. To put it simply, we were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand them.
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today. I care not for where my feet may take me next. But Nilou, you need to remember one thing. You already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a rare gift that should never be taken for granted. You cannot give it up, not even to the Academia.
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Mr. Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the eyes of those scholars.
He really seemed to care a lot about the theater.
Once you get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually...
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
He's been worried sick for a while now. He wouldn't stop talking the whole way back.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the Academia?
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no warning.
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the Academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the Academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support, no doubt about that.
Spice merchant.
Mine too. So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books.
Exactly. They want to look down on us? Ha! We'll look down on them first.
Don't worry, everyone here has your back. The Academia's recklessness won't get them any praise.
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone can equally appreciate art. If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got them beat on this subject.
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things harder for them at the debate.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe that's something I should do.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just do things your way. No matter what, we will always support you.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot better.
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate, just shout and the entire Grand Bazaar will be at your beck and call.
Gotta show them who has the people's support.
People support.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts.
Sounds good.
Part 1 masih cepet banget, gila.
Abi?
Masih lama banget.
Have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilou. Miss Inaya isn't back yet. Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time?
Oh no. Traveler, Paimon, I think I messed up big time. What if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible. She probably thinks that all of this happened because she was...
Oh, right. As soon as her father showed up, she said that her father was targeted.
She has a long-standing conflict with her father. That's why she ran away from home. She doesn't think that we can win the debate, and she doesn't want to implicate us, so she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
Mm-hmm. And then she just quietly left afterward.
Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. How will you know if you don't try? Anyway, first things first. We have to get her back.
But where should we start? Sumeru is huge!
I think I might know. Let's start by looking outside the city. Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote campsite. She got a fever from drinking unclean water, so I carried her back. If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the theater, she might go back and strike out on her own again.
Then let's go take a look.
Yes, let's hurry.
Get to the city, keluar. The cats really love sleeping, huh? Dang.
There are signs that someone had stayed here very recently.
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or not. Let's take a look around. Did you hear that?
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
It sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there.
Stay back!
It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals!
Inaya, don't be scared! We're coming to help! I gotta keep my balance.
Atau di tempatnya Raiden yang berguna di
Thank
semua
you.
sektor.
There weren't so many big animals in this area before. They chased after me for a long time. Sorry. I'm causing trouble for you again.
Why did you leave by yourself? You really don't think we have a chance at winning the debate?
No.
Anda jadi chop.
I just thought it would take too much effort. Everything happened because of me. If I'm gone, then the situation will resolve itself.
Yeah, everyone's working together towards a happier ending. No one should be singled out for blame.
It's all right if it's me. As long as the theater won't get demolished. You guys are the kindest people I've ever met. You shouldn't suffer so much because of me.
Listen to me, Inaya. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would blame you. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilou, there will always be a victim. Whether it's me or the theater. You can't eat your cake and have it too. You can't win a debate against the academia. Especially since your opponent will be my father. My father is an extremely demanding man. He's always wanted me to become an exceptional researcher and his academic successor. I tried my best to meet his expectations and did everything I could. But he still wasn't satisfied. Or rather, he had just never been satisfied with me. I'm no genius. But whenever he berated me, it was always as if he was asking me, "Why aren't you a genius?" Yeah, like I'd know.
So that's why you ran away from home?
At first, I thought the father would slowly come to terms with reality. But he just wouldn't stop berating me. For one exam, I earned the 3rd highest score. I thought that all my hard work had finally paid off, and that I could finally make father feel some modicum of joy. I even used the embroidery skills I learned at school to make a commemorative gift for him. I thought, even this daughter can make her father happy sometimes. Right?
I see. When we were embroidering your gift before, I didn't feel like you were new at it.
Yeah. Sorry for not bringing it up. These are not pleasant memories for me. I was tired of him yelling at me every day. All I wanted was to see him smile at me. But he was more angry than ever before once I'd given him my embroidery and told him my score. He flung my present to the side. You think you should be proud of 3rd place? Reflect on why you weren't 1st. I forgot how long I'd cried for. I only remember my parents arguing. They argued for such a long time. My father eventually stormed out and slammed the door behind him. I've completely given up. We're destined to never understand each other.
How horrible!
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. Because he doesn't even understand what kind of place a theater is. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their audience. His life is devoid of camaraderie or friendship. He just wants everything to happen according to his wishes, as if the world revolves around him. What we cherish, our little place in this world, means nothing to him.
It sounds like your past has had a huge impact on you.
I understand now, Inaya. But when we were preparing for the debate, I heard some...
Aduh.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater.
Waduh, hampir.
Everything checks out.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
Cara jawabnya gue lupa deh.
The most important thing about an experience.
Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life, but she told us that although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path in life. She told me that the most important thing about I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home, but after you ran away, you ended up those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone, and also gave you the opportunity to become friends with us. Don't let your past suffering keep you from the new life that you've worked so hard to find.
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
When I ran away from home, I swore that I would leave my family but you're right. All I'm doing now is...
Maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. You don't let go of the answer you've worked so hard to find.
That's right. If we put our heads together, there's bound to be a way.
You're right. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not trying to meet his expectations. I can't afford to lose anything more.
You have to win.
The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's the spirit!
Let's go. I know him very well, even if he looks down.
All right.
A little bit lagging.
Well, I'm off to meet with him.
Okay. Looking forward to your good news. That should be everything. The only thing left to do now is to wait until the debate. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting nervous again.
You were great, Nilou! Your words won over Inaya! Talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy win!
Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be calmer, cooler, and more collected. Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave, even if I won't feel like it. Huh? What's left?
Huh? What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a...
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but what it is. Let me think. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
Saya Subayar, Raykar. Kesannya pingin.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Oh, okay.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out. Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her pain. Ah! Got it! When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
A bond?
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasan. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought us together after taking, and its story won't end here. And we'll all be there for them, aside from the delivery of...
Yeah, that makes sense, but Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate. Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to...
I feel like that's another prong in our attack.
Paimon also feels...
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take long for him to... Why are you all smiling so...
We realized that your dad might not be as scared.
We just finished our prep. We have to win. No.
Aduh. days later jam 3. 1, 2, 3. Jam berapa tadi?
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
2 hari. 1, 2. Apa jam segini? Syuh, berkeringat bu.
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time. We did a lot of preparation.
Or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Di bawah ya. Oke, di bawah. Teater.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the academia,
Safwan.
and I will
Pasti orang
serve as
Indo.
this debate's adjudicator.
Safwan.
I swear to
Safwan.
judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate bias. I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the Academia's stance. You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate their wisdom. Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and intellectual value. We have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience, Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a tragic fate.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilou stand her ground?
Calm down, Nilou. First, carefully analyze what he said. He said that we were shut down not because the Academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to their
Apa ini standards?
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value. Art must first be
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret.
Hinaya really wants to win. The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us. Everyone is free to appreciate art.
Apa ya?
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Kayaknya kasih ini opini.
Don't think that would make for a... Don't think that would... Don't think that... Don't think that would... In your eyes, our shows can't meet the Academia's
Ya apapun itu
expectations.
bisa diklik-klik lah ya.
Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the Academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. guidance, and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience. This stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level of artistic understanding. Nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process. And guiding this process is the academia's true goal.
He changed the topic without batting an eye. Good thing I'm prepared. If I remember correctly, what I should say here is... Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works.
Setuju.
I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then its contents may as well be a castle in the sky. What's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
Nah, itu salah.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilou.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilou put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Keep it up, Nilou! You're doing great!
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law, so you must now pay the price for your transgression. This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already contacted Zubair Theater multiple times regarding the theater's repertoire. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings, or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
He started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus on... Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah!
That's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the Academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash act.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilou's definitely won this point, right? You're right. Stay focused, Nilou.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilou!
Right. I need to keep calm, but he... Just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us. Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Sorin, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them, for every single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued something, young miss. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages, and the audience comes to enjoy performances. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but they can only ever be secondary. When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems, we freely share our knowledge and resources with one another as if we were all kin. However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new projects that await our attention.
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep. He's been solid as a rock.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two for this point of contention. The continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilou spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, whereas the situation that Sharif described has been well documented at the Academia. The Academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part due to its researchers' efficiency and ability to compartmentalize.
Oh no, what should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction. A setup? So Nilou's got him?
Good. He said what he said. But is this really the best thing? She already agreed to this. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilou. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need... If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure. By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilou will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate.
Yang kita inginkan adalah kebebasan. Freedom.
But before that, Father, I have some final... I've been doing some soul searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home. I kept trying to earn your approval. That is to say, that by doing that, I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I will move on from my family troubles. But if you dare to harm this place...
This is not the time.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us.
Of course, Miss Inaya.
It was a bit of a
Make no mistake, all those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us.
It is surprisingly a relief.
Wait, what are you... never mind.
Ya, pergi.
They left? Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Nilou, you're amazing!
Endingnya sesuai yang inginkan.
I relaxed for a moment and I feel a little faint. It looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilou and Anaya. They likely won't cause...
Didn't know you could get so fierce. I have a lot of newfound respect for you two.
This really took a lot out of me, though.
Both Miss Nilou and Miss Inai. Should we throw a second round of...
Oh, it's you. Yes, I feel a lot better. The more I think back on everything, the more surreal it all feels. I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time. Yes, and it's all thanks to you. I see. You mean how fate brought me to the theater, right? Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such talent. But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, just the opposite, in fact. Yeah. She said, dance is an art born from toil. It isn't a gift from the gods, but a creation by our own hands. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experiences. Whenever, in other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance, well, she wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was to see her audience smile. Right. The same as what Mr. Kasani believes. I was completely moved by what she had said, so I started taking dance lessons from her. And later on, I began to dance here in her stead.
Oke, ini scene-nya agak bagus nih. Sebentar ya, guys ya. Oke, sedikit matiin dulu bentar ya, nggak apa-apa ya. Matiin dulu. Apa guys ya? Soal bagus nih. Pengen di-record. Gak apa-apa ya. Soal bagus nih soalnya. Lagi dapat scene bagus. Matiin dulu sebentar ya.
Before she retired, she told me, for as long as you live, never forget what dance means to others. This is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to the academia. Even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of trouble, thankfully. Although, yeah, before he left, he probably has a lot of things he wants to say, yeah. But you and Paimon are more than welcome to... Who knows?
Are you still worried about Inaya? Let's be sure to come back often. Who knows? Maybe things will have worked out for her.
cepat saja kali ya. Kalau sinyal bagus nih, jadi nunggu. Ini sinyal tersebut dibuka lagi. 22 malam ya. Sini stasiunnya malam, diputar. 1, 2. Sini baru set sekali lagi. Oke, baru set sekali lagi nanti. Semoga recordingnya nggak nge-lag. Aduh, kalau nge-lag udah males itu. Nyari recordannya lagi. Terus jangan nge-lag dong recordannya. Aish. Kayak gue takut cuma nge-lag doang. Ayah. Kelewatan jam 20 ya. 20 jam. Karena jam 9. Terus jangan nge-lag. Jadi cutscene yang bagus.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member, Hinaya.
Hello, everyone.
She'll be dancing for us from now on. So please, give her your support.
Hinaya's taken her place on the stage! When you stop and think about it, happy endings like this sure aren't easy to come. Nilou's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination. Huh? What do you mean by that? You do have a point there. The whole demolition thing was going overboard. But he really could have banned Nilou and the others from dance. If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage. Oh well, it's not like we can understand how people like him think. Huh? Wait, look who the cat dragged in! Isn't that Inaya's father?
Oh, it's you two. I don't have much to do today, so I just came to look around this place.
Are you looking for Inaya?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her. Well, I was for a time. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so there was a period of unrest. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the rumors would probably persist for even longer.
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford to come here and watch a show. I admit that I do not understand the magic that this theater possesses, but my curiosity has been piqued. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature in the presence of such a person. There are no parents who do not worry about their children. I suppose she managed to hit a weak spot of mine. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
You're already here, so you might as well go see her.
No, that is not necessary. I will take my leave after the show concludes. Do not tell her that I was here.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again?
But...
Huh? You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You're sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours if you'll take it.
Huh?
You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart, Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
Yeah. She probably would have snuck away as well if I didn't drag her back.
Do you think they'll be able to reconcile?
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation may also... All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight. It might be best if they continue to keep some distance for now. But no matter where their hearts and bodies may be, they will always be family. All I wish for them is to be able to one day tap into the warmth of that bond. Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out with the... So, we made you a little something.
Isn't this Zubair Theater? Whoa, this is amazing! It's so...
Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design, while Inaya and I made all the... Miss Rekha and Miss Nadia made and assembled the centerpiece. As adventurers, you two will doubtlessly travel to many more lands and see many more things. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
You're welcome. And there's no need to be so polite. You learned fast. Come on, take it. This is the story of you and me. It's a tale that I'll never, ever forget.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Dad, let's learn to dance.
What's so great about
Welcome. Get your spices here. We've got all...
Steady now. Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already. So close. Whew, that was a tough fight. Victory is almost ours! What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
Cek. Oh, suaranya gue matiin tadi ya. Sorry. Suaranya dimatiin. Terus nggak ada suara gue ya. Sorry. Makanya gue matiin tadi. Halo Chris. Halo. Thank you sudah mampir. Thank you. Ya mic-nya volumenya gue matiin. Lupa lagi, gue kira cuma gue matiin tombolnya doang, tombol on off-nya doang, rupanya enggak. Mic-nya gue matiin. Sorry. Dan ya nge-lag. sorry. Jadi kayaknya internet gue nih yang sentolok loh. Kayaknya game capture. Screen capture atau game capture ya? Kayak gue pakai dua-duanya deh. Pengaruhnya emang screen capture atau game capture gitu kah? Salah satunya. Gue pakai dua-duanya sih.
Shine down.
Nggak ada pengaruh teman deh. Kalau boleh jujur, di Anda nggak patah-patah, di kita patah-patah. Enggak, iya emang kalau di game ini emang nggak patah-patah, tapi kalau gue kalau di live stream patah-patah ya gue tahu. Karena gue juga sambil nontonin ini apa namanya? Karena game capture aja ya? Iya kah? Ngaruh kah? Belok aja ya. Mati. Aduh, patah-patah kah? Bisa nggak nih nyala? Gue rada bingung juga tombolnya apa. Karena udah kebiasaan. Benar nggak nih? Bisa nyala nggak? Kita-kita nggak bisa nyala aja. Aduh, maaf meninggal. Caranya sini impact kan? Apa ya kok black gini ya? Apa ya? Game capture Genshin Impact. Nah benar. Capture specific window kan? Apa ya? Oh gelap ya? Wah gawat nih, nggak bener. Aduh gawat nggak bener nih. Kayak gue harus nyari cara deh. Video capture. Hah? Kayak Genshin Impact dong. Apa ya? Wah, lucu lah. Waduh, kok gini? Emang apa ya? Aduh, gue emang dari dulu kebiasaan emang display emang gue nyalain, gamenya gue biarin. Tapi pengaruh nggak sih? Taunya pengaruh. Apa ya?
I wonder what the rest of the Harbingers are up to. Plotting and scheming on an ever grander scale, no doubt.
Gelap. Aduh, gelap. Aduh. Video capture nyala ya. Oh, bukan video capture itu ini apa namanya? Video capture ini dia lebih ini apa? Bukan. Video capture itu kalau gua ngerekam HP. Kalau apa ya? Gua nggak ngerti. Kayak gue dulu pernah bisa sekali, caranya gue lupa deh.
You know, there are better ways to seek out our enemies than, well, standing here.
Gelap banget kayak hukum di Wakanda. Waduh, gawat. Yang gitu lah. Capture any full screen application itu pasti bisa. Nah, bisa nggak sih? Iyalah. Saya mau mancing ini. Aduh, gawat. Properties ya. Auto transparency, specific windows, Genshin Impact, match title. Apa ya? Kau gelap ya? Waduh, gue pakai display. Gue biasanya pakai display daripada monitor. Capture kursor nyala. Apa ya? Masih ngelek ya. Aduh, gawat. Udahlah ini aja deh, ntar gue pelajari lagi deh. Filter. Nggak perlu pakai filter kan? Nggak perlu filter. Capture specific video. Gak apa-apa Chris, tenang aja Chris. Kali aja tahu apa caranya gimana. Kali tahu kan? Paling bisa saling share gitu. Nanti deh, gitu. Sekarang gue coba mancing aja dulu. Kalau soal nge-lag ya, gue cuma bisa bilang minta maaf aja. Gue cuma bisa bilang minta maaf. Tar dulu, mancingnya itu cuma bisa di. Oh iya, mancingnya itu cuma bisa di malam hari ya. Lupa. Mancingnya itu cuma bisa di malam hari. Bukan di siang hari mah polos. Yang ngelag banget ya, gila. Tapi lucunya kalau live nge-lag, tapi kalau pas gue rekam video biasa malah nggak nge-lag. Kan aneh. Rekam biasa mau apa? Oh enggak, nge-lagnya itu kalau butuh FPS-nya tinggi. Kalau di game FPS-nya tinggi malah nge-lag. Malah nge-lag kalau apa? Ya benar. Gimana sebutnya? Kalau di game ini apa FPS-nya lagi naik nge-lag biasanya, tapi kalau FPS-nya lagi biasa aja kayak di angka 30 FPS.
Wow,
Kemana-mana aja.
Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
YouTube rasis kayaknya. Nggak juga sih, atau nggak emang. Gue harus pelajari lagi settingan OBS. Ya nanti deh, pelajari lagi deh. Tapi kayak gue dulu adem-adem aja kayaknya settingannya.
Yeah, you nearly got him. What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
Fish. Kayaknya 2 cukup. Ini cuma butuh 2. Pasti ada patah-patah. Alt R. Bisa lihat GPU-nya. FPS nggak tahu. Sedih. Ada gitu ya, yang pakai English voice. Kebiasaan Cina sama Jepang aku. Gue pengen apa ya? Jepang. Gue pengen ganti Jepang tapi apa ya? Lebih bukan karena itu ya, karena apa? Gue dengarnya mungkin apa? Gue dengar apa? Dubnya English voice karena sekalian ini juga apa namanya belajar pengucapan bahasanya, pengucapan bahasa Inggris, karena kan pengucapan bahasa Inggrisnya itu kan kalau pribadi kan gue masih agak lemah gitu kan ya. Sambil ya dengar belajar apa, sambil dengar bahasa Inggrisnya, belajar pelan-pelan apa cara pengucapan yang benar itu. Jadi ya itu. Kalau dengar Jepang lah cukup nonton anime aja. Kok pengen nonton Jepang? Cukup nonton anime. Oke, sekarang catch-nya sudah naik ke 45%. Orang mana kak? Oke, gue orang Jawa. Gue orang Jawa, asal gue dari Jawa Timur, dari kota Malang. Kalau misalnya Chris tahu, ya pasti tahu lah. Apa kota Malang itu di mana? Ya lebih tepatnya gue orang Jawa. Orang Jawa yang bahasa Inggrisnya masih plan, cuma jago di penulisan tapi tidak jago di pengucapan. lah ya loh, kenapa ngalam ngendi Sam.
Where I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to
Orang
death.
Jawa tapi
Literally.
gue besar di Jakarta, jadi bahasa Jawa gue jelek. Bahasa Jawa gue jelek. Ya belum lah. Gak apa, cuma bisa apa namanya ya? Cuma bisa dikit banget lah. Cuma 2-3 kata doang yang ngerti apa, yang bisa ngucapin bahasa Jawa. Tapi kalau orang ngomong bahasa Jawa, gue ngerti, tapi cara ngebalas dengan bahasa Jawanya nggak bisa. Sedih banget ya. Jangan lah lo aja lo. Oke, 80 safety bagus. Orang Malang kau. Malang mana? Apa ya, gue nyebutnya nggak Malang kota kali gue nyebutnya. Gue kayaknya apa? Gue nggak tahu Malang. Malangnya juga gue juga nggak ngerti mah. Emang orang Malang ada beberapa kota. Kota apa? Kabupaten. Gue Malangnya Malang kota. Malang kota. Kabupaten. Kabupaten mana ya? Gue nggak tahu kabupaten mana. Gue cuma taunya rumah Malang itu daerah ini apa, daerah namanya itu mana ya, lupa sendiri gue, tadi gue inget namanya. Gue inget namanya, tapi gue lupa. Aduh, mana ya? Jalan. Oh ya, ini. Gue daerahnya itu daerah Pahlawan Trip. Rumah kakek ya, kakek. Gue daerah itu daerah Pahlawan Trip. Nah, gue daerahnya daerah Pahlawan Trip kalau salah tahu. Dekat Univ Malang ya atau apa ya? Universitas di situ. Nah, iya, lu taruhan lu berhasil. Gua nggak tahu, lu ngomong daerah Sukun, gue juga nggak tahu daerah Sukun. Dan gue baru dengar ada daerah namanya Sukun. Tapi gue tahu Sukun. Gue besarnya di Jakarta. Gue besar di Jakarta. Gue besar di Jakarta. Tapi gue lahirnya emang di Malang. Tapi setelah lahir gue dibawa sama keluarga ke ke Jawa Tengah. Jawa Tengahnya itu di Madiun, kosan. Gue bawa ke Madiun, habis itu pindah lagi
You
ke
know, there are better ways to seek out our enemies
Cirebon.
than, well, standing here.
Cerita masa lalu, apa sih? Loh, Chris di Malang, Chris tinggal di Malang. Ada di mana nih? Chris tinggal di Malang nih. Dia tahu nih daerah-daerah Malang. Dengar-dengarnya nih. Apa nih? Kalau Bang Tara bilangnya wangi-wanginya nih. Chris tinggal di Malang. Ada di mana nih? Madiun, Jawa Timur. Madiun Jawa Timur. Bukan Madiun itu Jawa Tengah ya?
I could get used to this.
Aduh. Buta Pulau Jawa gue kayaknya. Kayak gue buta Pulau Jawa. Kayak gue buta Pulau Jawa. Ya maklum, gua nggak pernah buka peta globe. Darah harimau mengalir dalam darahku. Wih, asik. Hehe. Yoi. Gua deket ya sebenarnya. Gua kalau salah gue jalan-jalan ke Malang itu enaknya deket rumah eyang gue ya, rumah eyang atau kakek gitu ya. Di jalan, kalau misalnya jalan itu di daerah Pahlawan Trip, kalau misalnya mau ke arah gereja Katolik atau apa ya, gereja itu ada bakso Malang situ, ada bakso Malang yang terkenal tuh, favorit gue di situ. Sorry. Apa nih? Berapa semester maksudnya apa nih? Sorry, gue kurang nangkep. Berapa semesternya itu? Sorry. Maksudnya apa ya? Berapa semester? Gue kurang nangkep. Di Pahlawan Trip kan? Bakso bakar. Apa namanya? Gue juga nggak tahu bakso. Bakso bakar, pokoknya ada bakso bakar. Ada bakso bakar aja.
I wonder what the rest of the Harbingers are up to. Plotting and scheming on an ever grander scale, no doubt.
Usaha rumahan kayaknya. Gue lupa nama tokonya. Bukan situ jual bakso bakar aja, enak situ. Gue sering beli di situ dulu. Kalau misalnya gue jalan ke Malang. Lu jangan nanya Malang ke gua buta. Walaupun gua lahir di Malang tapi gua buta di situ. Gua buta. Aduh, gue nggak tahu. Lu nanya malang ke gue nggak tahu apa-apa, sumpah. Sedih banget gue ya. Gila, gue di ospek. Ngeri. Saya di ospek sama orang asli Malang. Aduh, Bang Edan. Oke, sugar perlu beli lagi. 2 jam live nggak capek, jam dulu kali. Ini gue bentar lagi mau udahan sini karena gue tadi sudah live Nilou dan gue tadi sudah mencoba gacha Nilou di menit-menit awal. Ya walaupun itu cuma 10 pull. Karena gue targetnya itu bukan dapetin Nilou. Karena gue rencana itu adalah mau nyimpen untuk dapetin Nahida. Betul. Oke, mari kita berdebat. Kode Geass series plus Evangelion lebih bagus dari Gundam series. Oke. Kode Geass gue nonton, Evangelion gue nonton, Gundam gue nonton. Iya. Dan kalau salah dia mau didebatin juga apa ya nyebutnya ya? Wih, selamat dapat Nilou. Oke, mantap. Apa? Gue gacha Nilou di PT 57. Nggak sia-sia aku ke gereja. Oh gitu. Oke. Mantap dapat Nilou. Selamat. Tapi lu masih punya ini nggak? Masih punya primo nggak buat dapetin Nahida? Nah yo, kalau gue sih milih nyimpen sih untuk dapetin Nahida. Untuk Nilou gue bisa nanti deh. Oke, tadi kita balik ke Kode Geass series plus Evangelion bagus dari Gundam series. Kalau gue kalau diperdebatkan gimana ya? Masalah diurutin ya dari 3 tadi itu. Yang pertama sih gue mungkin lebih ke
This place is pretty dead.
Pertama,
by which I mean, there's nothing to kill.
Kedua Kode Geass, Evangelion itu kalau gue pribadi yang terakhir. Skip bocil gue mah, bukan pedo. Gak gitu. Iya, ya oke lah. Ya nggak gitu lah sebenarnya sih. Nggak, gue bukan pedo ya. Oke. Kenapa kalau Gundam gue yang pertama? Karena masa kecil gue itu di seri anime itu, jujur gue bisa bilang jam tayang gue nonton Gundam itu lebih tinggi dibandingkan dengan nonton Naruto, One Piece. Naruto. Jujur jam tayang gue nonton Gundam itu lebih tinggi dibandingkan Naruto. Jam tayang gue nonton Gundam.
I wonder what the rest of the Harbingers are up to. Plotting and scheming on an ever grander scale, no doubt.
Seri yang sekarang ini gue lagi seneng. Evangelion mungkin ini kali ya kurang apa nyebutnya gue? Kurang dapat kali gue. Kurang dapat ya kalimat gue ya. Tapi mungkin Evangelion yang seri movie itu mungkin lebih dapat karena mungkin dari segi grafik lebih senang kali gue nontonnya gitu. Tapi mungkin agak bingungnya itu seri Evangelion yang anime dengan yang apa
This
yang
place is pretty dead.
apa ya?
By which I mean, there's nothing to kill.
Yang movie agak ceritanya kok agak beda ya ceritanya. Oke dah, gue pamit sir. Besok Sabtu mau full overthinking. Bye, semangat sir. Oke, thank you Chris, thank you sudah mampir, thank you. Dan juga jangan lupa subscribe ya. Kalau belum subscribe ya, thank you sudah mampir, thank you. Oke guys, sepertinya untuk video kali ini cukup sampai sini aja dulu. Dan besok mungkin gue mau bikin short sekali ya tentang Nilou. Oke guys. Oke, terima kasih banyak sudah menonton. Jangan lupa like, share, komen, dan subscribe ya. Terima kasih banyak sudah menonton. Sampai jumpa di live selanjutnya ya.